our fingers on several occasions. Oh, no, this is clear that this and that and that. The ICC, they say, is very clear. Then came the indictment of Bashir. Some were in for it, some were against it. And they started talking about it. I said, this is what I told you. They indicted a sitting African president without even informing the AU. Who can indict a European president or a prime minister outside of Europe without informing the European Union? This was an insult. So, and they said, oh, the matter was sent to the indictment came as a result of the UN Security Council, to which no African is a permanent member, decided to refer Bashir's case to the ICC. Okay, that is, it's one of two ways of getting somebody to the ICC, either by the country itself or being referred, the case being referred by the Security Council. So, now, to be fair, I'm speaking between me and the Almighty Allah. That when I hear my colleagues complain about the ICC, I feel ashamed, because the cases that they are talking about, and turn around and say, oh, ICC is following, apart from the case of El Bashir, all the other cases were referred by African governments. Do you understand? The case of Kenya was referred to by the then government of Kenya. The case of Laurent Gbagbo. Laurent Gbagbo was not arrested by the ICC. He was arrested by his own people, own government, and handed over to the ICC. Joseph Kony of the LRA was referred to the ICC by the Ugandan government. As far as I know, there is not a single case, apart from that of Bashir, where an African government didn't refer the case. The ICC also, as far as I know, cannot just go into a country like that without the country exhausting all the legal requirements. But all the cases, as far as I know, that are currently under at the ICC, referring to Africa, were referred to the ICC by African governments. And then we turn around and say the ICC is racist. Well, they're following only Africans. If only Africans refer cases, if you don't want the ICC to treat cases, let us not refer cases to the ICC. Period.
So you do not agree with the notion that the ICC targets Africans because it's not actually the Africans themselves have chosen to?
No, I do not agree, and I will never agree to it, because at some point in time, there was a move by some African leaders to endorse the arrest warrant, the indictment and the arrest warrant against El Bashir in Sirte. And I made it very clear that if you have a problem, it is very shameful that we Africans, when we have a problem among ourselves, instead of being brave and put it before the AU and solve it, you want to use international institutions to solve our problem. If you have a problem with Bashir, deal with Bashir. But this AU is not going to endorse the arrest warrant.
So you must be very proud with what my sister and the lady, Mrs. Fatou Bensouda, is doing at the ICC.
She's an international civil servant. I'm proud not because she is a Gambian. I'm proud because she is an African woman. This was a post that, to be quite honest, is not meant for Africans to head. But today, if Africans head an institution, I think you should work with the institution, especially an institution where we contribute a great deal to have it created. Do you understand? Whether it's the Gambian who is there or not, if they go on out of their way without being requested, they go out of their way to target Africans. I will be forced to tell them to kick them out of Africa. But these are cases that we reported. The case of Kenya was reported, and I told them in Addis when they were trying to make me, I said, look, I think the best thing you should do is work out a mechanism with the ICC to say, okay, now that there's a new government and the leadership is elected, I think let's find a way of allowing the case to be treated by the government of Kenya. I think it would have been more honorable to negotiate than just throw wild accusations. I'm not defending the ICC, but I'm defending the truth. The truth is, Joseph Kony, whatever case I know of that is before the ICC, these are cases referred to by African presidents, except that of Bashir of Sudan.
Thank you for making that very clear.